Hope you find yourselves well. I'm going through yesterday's haul. I had it sitting in my typical little vinegar death pit outside after baking it in the car for a day. I didn't get too many things. I think I spent $40 at 2 different shops. Took some risks because I don't usually grab these pieces. But I saw this cool hoodie, and it's a vintage Champion. I was looking on, what's that new site to me? I used to use Label Resource a lot, but I'm finding a lot of brands on Defunct, I think it's called, and they have good photo references and whatnot. The only difference is the ones I saw were made in the US. I think this one is Macau, but it still has like the same kind of style for the 80s style Champions, if I remember correctly. Hopefully I'm not mistaken with the other one in here that's a Russell. But yeah, it's missing the little drawstrings, which I think would be fine. Unless they're trapped in here, which is always fun to pull out while watching a movie. But yeah, I looked online. They were going for as low as 20. I spent 6 or 7, maybe 8. I don't remember spending too much, maybe 7, I think. And as high as like 150, 200, depending on the era and the brand and where it was made. It's got this cool little striping at the bottom. I dig it. It's one of those risky ones that becomes less risky the quicker I put it up, so that's why I'm going to try to do it tonight. This one, it doesn't go for a lot, or at least the one I saw didn't ask for a lot, but it's an artist I grew up loving. It's a Keith Haring print. He was very prolific throughout the early 80s, I think late 70s, but I knew him from old videos that our teachers showed us in the early 90s. It's Alien Workshop. Sound familiar? Sound like a skate brand or something like that I might know. But yeah, it's Keith Haring / Alien Workshop collab. I'm sure when those came out, those probably went to help or fund some good cause. Let's see. Next up is a Star Wars T-shirt that was in the back of my car. I remember grabbing this when it was $1, maybe a year ago. So this guy's finding a home soon enough. This is my 4th or 5th one in a month. Another James Perse shirt. This one I was kind of hoping would be my size because it feels so good. It's very stretchy. I was thinking cotton blend, but I think it's just a cotton shirt. Estilo 5. Oh, it's 84% cotton, 6 poly. That has to be a 94 because there's nothing else in there. So it's 94% cotton, made in USA. I was apprehensive because the collars are kind of worn. They're actually fine. I actually was at Mick's house earlier today, and he had a packaged up James Perse with worn collars, kind of wrinkled, and he says he has no problem moving those. And I really didn't have any problem with the other two I've already sold. So I should be less picky. I'm kind of still trying to kick the old consignment store standard I had. But yeah, real nice shirt. I'm gonna double check their sizing, because if that's a large, I might wear it and add it to my wardrobe. This is a classic. It's a new shirt, relatively new. Ripple Junction shirt. XL? Kind of hard to see, sorry if it takes time. Let's just say XL large. But it's a kind of homage to Xbox. It's got the more staggered arrangement. And I'm thinking maybe it was meant to be like an Xbox One homage shirt. Like the Duke controller, because it was like big and bulky. Or maybe it's just a 360 or whatever era. But either way, on the low end, $10, $6. Oh well, I still make $5 off it with shipping for another 6. Or I can get it for 20. I think I saw a few for 24 even. So again, it's just a matter of getting it up there fast. These homage, all the homage that I've seen have been made in the USA. And I'm just like now thinking, is that funny? Because they use like what I think is a French word for all their made in USA stuff. I'm not familiar with the brand. It seems like a lot of cutesy, cool, simple patterns and stuff. I think every single one I've had sold the day of or within a day. So this is probably going to be at the top of the pile. Large homage, 3/4 sleeve. Let's see who's sitting on top. So this was with the 3 items I grabbed with the Champion hoodie, and this is just a vintage, medium, made in USA, Russell Athletic tank. It was orange and not on discount. BYG. So I paid full price at 4, and I'm just, again, quick flip. Hopefully no lower than 15. I saw a bunch going for around 20. So fingers crossed. This is a brand I used to love getting when it was in my size and in my price range. This is a linen large John Varvatos shirt. It's got some pressing and wear along the linen wherever there's a seam. It's made it kind of white, not super damaged in that it's frayed, but you can feel like almost like a crispiness in the linen. Like, I think this thing has been washed in super high, or just been treated too harshly. So the color like looks like a little distressed, but it's fine because that's just a style now. You know, it's a distressed shirt. But I was thinking, okay, if I can't sell it, I might get creative once I get some dyes in and find a dye that will counteract and get picked up by the white in here that's showing through, and it might look nice. But either way, I'm not going to get too crazy and not worry too much about it. Give it a nice steam and put it up as it is, John Varvatos. I think Mick found one today, or I found one today. We went binning, he hit me up. Not bidding, thrifting. Here is a medium Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I don't know the reference. I don't know who it is. That shirt, even though it's stained and spotted and I know I got to clean it, it stared at me like multiple times. Every time I blinked at the clothing store or at the thrift store, I saw his face and I was like, I knew I had to get you. Worth the risk. This is a primitive Naruto Itachi collab shirt. It's got a little bit of a faint like tie-dye wash to it. And I saw them for 15 to 20. There's a few of these. I don't think I saw more than one red one. So, fingers crossed. I don't know much about animes except the old ones with robots that I've been watching in the background while I work. And even then I don't pick up the stories. But I just know to look up every single anime shirt that I come across. It's worth it. Because every once in a while you'll have one that sells for way more than you think it would. And that makes it worth it, right? And as long as you're Googling, it doesn't take too long. This is one of two XX or XXX tall Carhartt tees that I got. They're fairly new. They all got stains in a little spot here and there. This one off to the side looked like a food stain. Hopefully not a tucked in where your pee could be stain. But that's going to go in the soak over a few hours pile. These tees, I didn't see them go for too much more than like 20-ish, 15. And I think I saw this one even just sell for 10. It was like a low amount, but I was like, you know what? For $1 a shirt, and you know, I got a bunch of good stuff already. I think it'll be worth it just to add a Carhartt. Again, another big guy shirt. I'm not too worried about taking in big guy stuff because all I need is one big guy to buy it. I'm not taking in 1,000 items. But I understand or when people have apprehension to carry a certain size, because it just means more, you know, more in materials, more in shipping costs potentially. Maybe you don't have the workspace to photograph some pieces. Speaking of work, this is, I think, a cotton linen work shirt. WRK. Work Rest Karma. Oh, Work Rest Karma. That's what I'll look up next. Clothing by Matteo Gottardi, New York City. A few of these seem to be selling for a decent price. This was at the shop where I get them for about $3 tops. I think 2 on sale, or $1.50 on sale. Sorry, it's not Monster Energy drink this time. It's I just went back to coffee. This little alternate stitching color kind of caught my eye. It's like green with like somewhat reflective, still bronze button. But the other side didn't have that. It was just, I don't know if it's a signature or what, but anytime some guy with a signature, some unique little one piece or one difference thing, I gotta look it up just to make sure I'm not missing out. Ugh, compared to me, so. This one I got because I try to just grab a San Diego thing every day. It'll eventually go, it'll eventually sell, especially anything Padres related. I don't know if I did a video or saved the video, uploaded at the time, but the Dark Horse coffee and the San Diego Padres shirt really sold like really quick, like within 2 weeks or a week. And this is the other James Perse, the one I was more worried about that looks almost identical to the one I saw at Mix today, with a little bit more pressing on the collar than I would prefer. But again, this is the same manufacturer who has t-shirts that have all this like intentionally twisted like neck fabric and whatnot. Like, so I'll just be accurate with the listing, and hopefully someone walks away really happy with it, because I'm keeping the gray one if it fits. Oh gosh. Oh, cool. Last thing. I don't know how late on. 10 minutes. Neat. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. This is the last piece that I grabbed, and Tracy tossed it in for free at the African Alliance, which is nice of her. It's a golf cap, which, if I remember correctly, unless it's mistaken, this is for Tyler the Creator's Wolf, that was called, album. I happened to see a clip with Tyler the Creator, and it was Nardwuar. It was a bunch of Nardwuar interviews, and he happened to show up, and he was just like blown away by what Nardwuar knew and the stuff he was saying. And I love interviews like that. It was a little too much for me. I could only take a couple minutes, but yeah. Anyway, happened to see that a couple days before, or a week before, and I was like, I gotta grab that and see what that's worth. I haven't even looked it up because it was $1. And then she still gave it to me for free. So thank you for checking this out. It's 11 minutes and some seconds. Be well. Have fun out there. Keep on keeping on. I still haven't wanted to do like a video on my sales, because they're not as up as I'd like for them to be. But what's nice is every month it seems like they've been going up like 25 to 50% since I started really grinding at the beginning of January, end of December. So just keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Try to do your 10 a day. I'm at the last 7 days. I'm at 305 for the last 7 days. If I can keep that, that means I can continue living in San Diego semi-comfortably. And eventually I'll be able to take a vacation. But yeah, thank you very much for checking out some of these stuffs. I got another video I'll probably do and record tomorrow, because I have some stuff in the car that I'm really excited to put up, but I got to finish a bunch of stuff. Be well, and keep on keeping on.